wake up one morning and think to yourself, gosh, I'd like to climb a Munro that's as far away from Romford as physically possible, then you should be heading for Scotland's most northerly Munro. It's situated here in the beautiful county of Sutherland, overlooking the Kyle of Tongue, and it is of course Scotland's most northerly Munro because, well, all the other Munros are further south really. That's not it behind me, incidentally. That's a humble corbett called Beinn Hòb. No, the hill we have really come to scale today. We've been travelling for 15 days and 15 nights to get here. Just scrapes into the Munro tables at 3,040 feet. It's called Beinn Hòb. And despite rumours in the press about certain other nearby hills growing into Munros, it's still officially the most northerly.
In Gaelic, it is Beinn Hòb, though I have never heard it in Gaelic. I'm very far away from the place. The fact that it starts with an H is good evidence that it's a Norse word.
It's a real joy just getting to Beinn Hòb as the wild northern landscape is awe-inspiring, but leave plenty of time if you're in the car, as this is still single-track road country. Caravans will drive you mad. Now, the most popular route to ascend Beinn Hòb by starts from a very well-worn track, almost a tourist path, a couple of miles south of Loch Hope here. But to try and bring some variety and spice into the sad and broken lives of the Munro Show team, we're doing it somewhat differently today. So we're starting from the very edge of Loch Hope. We're taking this path called the Moyne Path for about a mile up the hillside, and then we cut off and skirt around the back of these cliffs, I'm very glad to say, and ascend onto the North Ridge. Yes, I know it's cloudy, but believe me, it will have burnt off, as we mountaineers say, by the time we get to the top. This is the way the route takes us, cutting easterly from the Moyne Path to get us up onto that craggy ridge. It then turns south to reach the summit plateau. Well, a treat you get by coming up by this route is that you get these fantastic sweeping northerly views all the way up instead of having to wait till the summit, which those who take the southerly route have to do. But it is a bit of a slog, I should warn you, coming up stumbling thigh deep in that heather at a 45-degree angle, not particularly romantic. However, this is us now on the Loch Terrace, which is a western escarpment, although I'm sure you at home are shouting at me, "Ha-ha! Isn't that a low-angle fault plane, which is a major feature of the Moyne Thrust?" Yes, you'd be absolutely right. True professional Munro Show fashion, in our eagerness to attain the ridge, we didn't traverse far enough and ended up scrambling up rather a steep gully full of loose rock and wet, slippy grass. Can I just say at this point, this is not a very clever way up, for the record. Continuing along the ridge, the path seems to peter out under a big cliff, and this is where there's supposed to be something called the bad step. Now, ridges always get marks out of 10 for how terrifying their bad step is, when sometimes some of them can just be a slab you could walk across with your hands in your pockets. So let's see how bad this bad step on Beinn Hòb is. Really, really bad. Oh no, this is the bit I hate. I'm going to have to not slag Ross Murray, the researcher. I'm actually going to have to ask his advice. Ross!
Yes.
You love this bit, eh? I have to treat you like an expert. How bad is that? I don't think I can cope with this.
Well, it's pretty steep, but it's very easy, but there's a big drop down there. I mean, it is very exposed, so it's psychologically...
Yeah, a nightmare. Intimidating. Oh, intimidating. Is there another way around?
You can just walk round there, up a wee gully, and it brings you onto the ridge about 100 feet up. If you feel that way inclined.
Yes, I feel that way inclined. Do you feel inclined to show me how to scramble up there?
Yeah, I could do that.
I dare you. Are you going to do it?
How many pints?
10?
Okay.
Alright. He's going to, he's mad. Of course I took the bypass route while Mad Murray leapt over the crest of the ridge, but either way there's some scrambling involved and the path I took wasn't very obvious, so take care. Well, coming via that route, it's a bit of a surprise to finally attain the summit of Beinn Hòb at 3,040 feet and discover this big, broad-backed, flat plain. Mind you, those ascending from the east would probably be equally surprised if you broke the news to them that back there is a big, craggy, dangerous ridge. So I suppose we can meet up here and go, oh, how surprised I am at your news. Anyway, here's a superb view. Uninterrupted views across to the west. You can see behind me Loch Hope. Down here is the Kyle of Tongue, and on a clear day it's reputed that you can see all the way to Orkney, which unfortunately I can't do, and I'm getting senile, my eyesight is going. This is by no means a boring big lump. Try it and you'll see I'm right. Next week I'm forced to brave Ross Murray's horrible tent as we make a camping expedition into Knoydart to climb the fabulous and remote mountain Larvin over 2 days. And the latest way to get off of Munro that beats everyone back down to the pub.